Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Billy Crochet, and today we are going to be making this beautiful halter top, and I got a request to make it on my YouTube channel, so I hope you're going to enjoy it. And I made it into two tops. One is a bikini top and the other one is a crop top, but I do explain how to make both of them in the video. So I hope you're going to enjoy this video and have a lovely time. Enjoy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Feli, and today we are going to be making a cute tank top, and this was requested by one of my followers on Instagram, so here we go. So I'm going to be making it in these two colors, and the reason is because I do not have enough of this yarn. Otherwise I wanted to make it in this yarn, but we are going to figure it out. This one is the big thick one, this one is the small one, so I'm going to have to like make three of them, like put together three strands so that it can be a little bit thick. But anyway, we're going to do it. I had already started recording this video, but with this yarn, which is navy blue, and then halfway I realized that it's not very visible on camera, so you won't be able to see the stitches and everything. So that is why I have switched to these two colors. So for this project you're going to need the yarn that you're going to use. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook. You're going to need some scissors and a tape measure. So let's get started. So we are going to start with this color, and what I need you to do is take your measurements. If you want this to be a bikini top, you're going to have to take the measurements below your bust area. And if you want this to be a little bit longer than a bikini top, you're going to take the measurements of where you want the top to reach once you're done. So just measure from one half of one side to the next. Since you're not going to be making the top to go all the way to the back, make sure your back, it's going to be backless, so it's going to be from like under your armpits, a little bit behind your armpits to the other side of the armpit. So we're going to, for a size medium, you can start with 80 stitches. Make a slip knot and then make a chain of 80. So continue making that until you get to 80. So once you have your chain, you're going to make you're going to chain 2 more, and that is going to act as the base for our first row. Then you're going to skip the 2 stitches you just made and go into the 3rd stitch and make a double crochet like that. And then you're going to continue making double crochets for 35 stitches. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We have made a chain of 80. We want the middle part to have a design which is going to be leaving a space in between. So I want the stitches that we're going to leave in the middle to be 10 stitches. So in short, the double crochets we're going to be working with are 70 because we're going to leave the 10. So 70 means halfway this side we're going to make 35 stitches, and halfway this side we're going to make 35 stitches, so that in the middle we can leave 10 stitches without placing double crochets. Okay, you're going to understand once I'm done with the first row. So you're going to make 35 double crochets. So continue making the double crochet stitches until you have 35, and then I'm going to meet you once I'm done. So once you're done with your 35 double crochets, here in the middle we are going to make a chain of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and then down here we are going to count 10 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and in the 11th one we are going to make a double crochet. So this is what we should have. So we reach to this point, made a chain of 10, skip 10 down below, then in the 11th stitch you're going to make the double crochet, and then you're going to continue making double crochet in every stitch, and they should add up to 35 double crochets. So continue making your double crochets until you get to the end, and then we're going to count them. So I am done with this other side. Let's confirm the 35. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 and 35. So that is going to be our row 1 of double crochets, and then you're going to chain 2. I like chaining 2 because I love working on that first stitch. If you don't want to work on that first stitch, you can chain 3 and then skip that and go to the next one. Personally, this is how I like it. So you're going to place double crochets again all the way until you get to the end with not until you get to the end, sorry. You're going to make double crochets until you get to the middle part, and then you're going to chain 10. You're going to make a chain of 10 and then skip that until, and then start working from here. And I'm going to show you, so let's just continue making double crochets. So I have one stitch remaining, and you're going to place a double crochet on that last stitch before the chain, then make a chain of 10. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you're going to make a double crochet on that first double crochet stitch on top there. So make a double crochet there, and that is going to be a second row of double crochet, and then just continue working double crochets until you get to the end. So once you get to the end, chain 2 and turn your work around. So here, this is where you can decide to make it a bikini top, or you can decide to make it into a crop top. So if you want it to be a bikini top, you obviously want it to be short, so it's going to rest under your breast. So this is where you're going to start decreasing. But if you want it to be a crop top like me, you're just going to add 1 more row or 2 more rows, just depending on the height you want. So The height just depends on this first part. If you want it to be short, just start decreasing from this point. If you want it to be a little bit longer, you're going to continue doing the normal double crochets, and then we're going to start reducing after either 3 rows or 4 rows, just depending on how you want. So I'm going to add one more row of double crochets, of normal double crochets without the decrease. So just repeat what we did on row 2 and row 1. Basically double crochets until you get to this point, and then after this point you're going to make a chain of 10 and then skip the 10 from the previous row, and then when you get to this point you start doing double crochets all the way until you get to the end. So once you're done with your final row of the normal double crochets, for me it's going to be 3, you're going to chain up 3, turn your work around, and then you're going to do 2 double crochets together, skipping the first one. Since we're chaining 3, you're going to skip the first stitch, and into the second stitch and the third stitch you're going to make 2 double crochets together. So 1 double crochet, go through 2 stitches, make sure you have 2 stitches on your hook, then wrap your yarn around your hook again, go into the next stitch, come out of 2 stitches, and then you have 3 stitches on your hook, then wrap your yarn around your hook and go through all 3. So that is a decrease. So and then you're going to continue placing double crochets in every stitch until you get to the end, and then we're going to decrease at the end also. So continue placing double crochets all the way until you get to the end, and then I'll see you guys when I'm around this part so that I can show you how to decrease, okay? So once you're done with your final row of the normal double crochets, for me it's going to be 3, you're going to chain up 3, turn your work around, and then you're going to do 2 double crochets together, skipping the first one. Since we're chaining 3, you're going to skip the first stitch, and into the second stitch and the third stitch you're going to make 2 double crochets together. So 1 double crochet, go through 2 stitches, make sure you have 2 stitches on your hook, then wrap your yarn around your hook again, go into the next stitch, come out of 2 stitches, and then you have 3 stitches on your hook, then wrap your yarn around your hook and go through all 3. So that is a decrease. So and then you're going to continue placing double crochets in every stitch until you get to the end, and then we're going to decrease at the end also. So continue placing double crochets all the way until you get to the end, and then I'll see you guys when I'm around this part so that I can show you how to decrease, okay? So we're coming to the end of the row. So you're going to make double crochets until you have 3 remaining on your hook, and then you're going to do 2 double crochets together like that, and then on the last stitch you're just going to make a normal double crochet, and then you're going to chain 3, turn your work around, and then you're going to skip the first stitch onto the second stitch. You're going to make 2 double crochets together on the second and third stitch like that. And then you're going to continue working double crochets until you get to the end. And then I'll see you guys once I'm there. Again, we are almost to the end. So just continue making double crochets until you have 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. We're not counting the chain 3. That is not going to be a stitch. So 1, 2, and 3 here. So you're going to make 2 double crochets together like that, and then on that last stitch you're going to make a double crochet like that, and then you're going to chain 3, turn your work around, and as you can see, the top is starting to go into a halter shape, and that is what we want. You're going to skip the first stitch. Into the second stitch, you're going to make 2 double crochets together into the second and third stitch, and then you're going to continue placing 1 double crochet in every stitch until you get to the end. And again, I'll see you guys once I'm almost to the end of this other side. Again, we are almost to the end of this other side, so make sure you have 3 stitches on your before you complete the row. Then you're going to, on the 2 stitches, you're going to make 2 double crochets together like that, and on the last stitch you're going to make a double crochet. Then you're going to chain 3 and repeat the same thing again. So we're going to do this for a couple of rows. I'm going to tell you how many rows I'm going to do, and then I'm going to meet you back once I have a couple of rows done. Then I'm going to attach this yarn. It's white, so because this yarn is so thin than this one, I'm going to make them a little bit thick by making them into either 3 or 4 strands together. Okay, so if you have the same thing or you have the same problem, just make them into either 3 or 4 strands together, and then to make it thick, and then you just continue the project. So I'm going to continue doing a couple of rows, and then I'm going to tell you how many rows I'm going to do, but basically we are repeating the same thing, and this is going into a halter shape, so just make sure you're going towards the direction, and then I'll see you guys in a few. Okay, so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So far I have 14 rows, and this is what I have, but we are going to keep decreasing because I want it to be more haltered. Like you can see, the shape is coming together, so we are going to continue decreasing. This time I want to do something different here on this area, that's why I wanted to show you guys. Anyway, so continue double crocheting until you get here, and then I'll show you. Now that we are almost to that middle area, so once we get to the middle area, since we were doing 10 stitches for this part, I'm going to start decreasing them from 10 to 9, and then in the next row I'm going to do 8, in the next one I'm going to do 7, 6, and then 5. 5 is going to be the final one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, and then you're going to do a double crochet onto that first stitch like that. And then you're just going to continue doing your double crochets until you get to the end. So just do that. Once you get to the end, do the decrease, and then when you come back, just do 8 stitches here, and then continue the other row 7, the other row 6 until you get to 5, and then I'll see you guys on once I have 5 stitches here. Okay, so we are done with our halter top. Once you get to the 5 chain over here, that should be the end of your top. Unless you want it to be smaller than this, then you can continue reducing for maybe a 1 row, but that is the end for me. I did 19 rows of double crochet, so plus the chain that we made here, so those are going to be 20 rows. So what we're going to do, because I attached the 4 strands of yarn, they're a bit thick, so I'm going to cut off the yarn here before we move on to the next step. So what we are going to do now, we are going to attach just 3 strands of yarn instead of 4. So we're going to have 3 of them instead of 4. You're going to make a slip stitch, and then you're going to attach it to that part. And then you're going to chain 4. You're going to chain 4, and then you're going to skip the double crochet. In between the 2 double crochet there is a space, and that is where we're going to place another double crochet. But now we are working downwards on this side, so you're going to chain 2 and skipping the double crochet, make another double crochet into that space. So the space between the 2 double crochet, there is a space right there, that is where we are attaching. So you're going again to chain 2, make another double crochet there, chain 2, make another double crochet. So just continue doing that until you get to the end. And once you get to the end, you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you're going to turn, and we're going to be working on this side now. And then you're going to make a double crochet right there. And then you're going to be skipping 2 double crochets and making another double crochet on the 3rd stitch. So 2, you're going to be skipping 2 and making a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, make a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, make a double crochet, like that all the way until you get to the end. So do this until you get to the end. You're going to get to this end, and then you're going to go all the way up, and then now you're going to work on the straps, okay? So once you're done doing that all around the top, now you're here, we're going to make the strap, and you're going to chain 2, do a double crochet into that last space, and then chain 2, and then go through those 2 go through those 2 stitches on the side, and then make a double crochet, and then chain 2, go through the 2 stitches again, go through, make a double crochet, then chain 2, go through the stitches again. So that is basically how our strap is going to be made. So just continue doing that until you have enough for your strap. Okay, so now I'm done with one strap. This is how it looks, and it's quite long. So I'm going to cut off my yarn here. And I am going to attach it on this other side. and doing the same thing. So I'm also going to make another strap on this other side. Sorry, and my hands are getting sweaty. I've been doing this almost all day. Chain 2, and then just repeat the same thing we did on the other side to this side, and after that you're going to be done with the top. So I'll see you guys once I'm done with both straps for the final product. So this is how the top looks like once I'm done. This is the halter shape, like I was telling you, it goes all the way up. I am so excited for you guys to try this tutorial out, and for the one who requested this tutorial, I'm going to tag you on my Instagram so that you can see it. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this tutorial, and if you do, please make sure you tag me on the pictures you're going to make on my Instagram at Crochet. And yeah, that's all from me today. I'll see you guys next time. Have a lovely day.